5 card tarot, your 5 card tarot card reading for overall energy for the time period between October 1st and 15th of 2020. Keep in mind, it is a general reading for the larger collective and is intended for informational purposes. The information may not resonate with all Virgos, and that's perfectly okay. Please take what fits and let the rest go. To save time, I already shuffled the cards and requested the universe guidance, and the cards that were selected were ejected on their own during the shuffle. The 5 cards that were exited during the shuffle for this overall energy reading are lined up here. The first card here represents past influences, and these were significant energies within the last few months. In some cases, those energies may have resolved. In other cases, they could still be lingering. The second card here represents the current overall energy for this time period of what your present energy is. The third card represents the overall current energy for this time period regarding future energies within the time period. And the fourth card represents the overall energy during this time period for challenges that may come up. Please keep in mind that these do not imply that challenges are negative. They are things that could simply be to be aware of. And the fifth card here represents the overall energy for outcomes that can be resolved during this time period for you. So, without further ado, we have here in our first card, we have here the Princess of Pentacles, but it is in a reverse position here. So, let's see. One moment, let me get my bearings here. All right. Virgo. This card, the Princess or Page, which is in the tarot cards, is a messenger card, and it's showing up here in your past influences because it appears for many Virgos in the past few months you were working on a new project or a business idea. However, you weren't ready to move with it. It was mainly sort of brainstorming ideas is what I'm picking up here. And you weren't necessarily wanting to share it with other people at the time. Some of Virgos may have worried that you didn't have the skills or the resources to succeed with this, so you just sort of just put it on hold, or you may be procrastinating. I'm picking up here that the universe is basically saying that if the opportunity continued sort of to present itself to you, and you want it to move forward, the universe is saying trust that you have what you need now, or at least then, and even now, and the rest will develop as you progress. The universe is supportive of this. The reversed Page or Princess of Pentacles here, though, Virgo, suggests that during this time period you were trying to get a specific project or an idea off the ground, but many Virgos, it seems you just were attaining obstacles, or you felt that you were getting farther away from where you wanted to be, and I'm picking up here that in some cases for Virgos it appears that you may not have planned sufficiently, or you could have lost sight of your original inspiration, or just you were trying too hard. The universe, here is, the advice that they would have given you in this time period is to, give yourself some space and step away from the project for a short period, and this will sort of give you an opportunity to re-energize and sort of refocus and before trying again. In some cases, the reverse of Pentacles, or the reverse Princess of Pentacles here is showing up because some Virgos were perhaps more or less just daydreaming and not really wanting to take anything and put into action. Keep in mind here, the Princess or Page of Pentacles, as it is a messenger card, was inviting you during this past influences to sort of learn from your past mistakes, Virgo. Even if the situation had not worked out the way that you had expected it, the opportunity to sort of discover new aspects of yourself was present. So, if Virgos, you were struggling, and you didn't come to any resolve of this project or idea that you were working on, the universe is posing the question to you: is ask, what can I learn from these experiences? How can I avoid making the same mistakes again? The universe, I'm picking up here for many Virgos, the message really was, be open-minded and be curious, and trust yourself, and trust that your failures that you may have attained will lead to your successes. So try again. This leads us to our present energy. We have the Five of Pentacles. One moment, give me a second to hear the messages here for your present energy. Virgo, I'm picking up here that well, first of all, when the Five of Pentacles shows up here, it tends to be about financial loss and poverty to some extreme. I'm picking up that perhaps some Virgos have been have hit hard times. Perhaps when it comes to your work or career or finances or material possessions. This could be as a result of the COVID-19. I'm picking up that energy that for some Virgos who may have lost your job, your home, or your financial security, obviously I'm picking up there's a sense of not feeling safe because it's been stripped away. It's also a blow to your ego, especially since success often correlates to financial wealth. Losing is a humbling blow to Virgo's self-esteem and self-worth, because Virgos are very much hard workers and put a lot of effort into their work. The upside of this minor arcana card is it's temporary, Virgo. I'm picking up that if this was a major arcana card, it would have a longer term impact. But again, this is a temporary setback for you. The universe here is wanting to assure Virgos, and your present is that the Five of Pentacles is really sort of a message to you that if you're feeling isolated and alone, you need, it's understandable. However, you need to get out of that shell. The universe is requesting and urging you to not isolate yourself. And if you've been feeling like, why is no one coming to help me, or if no one cares, it's the universe here is saying, open your eyes. Help is there. Support is there. People are concerned. You just can't isolate yourself. But if you're too focused on the issue, again, that isolating is not what the universe recommends for you. The universe is recommending that you be proactive and you ask for help. In some cases, Virgo, you may have to swallow your pride or let go of fear of rejection and reach out. Keep in mind that people that are there to support you in any way they possibly can. And again, this is temporary. Virgos, in your present energy, I'm also picking up that the Five of Pentacles highlights sort of a lack of mindset. In some cases, Virgos, you may be unconsciously sabotaging your ability to create your abundance and to get out of this slump, because you're only focusing on what you lack. All you can see is perhaps what went wrong. The universe here is urging you, Virgo, to change and refocus that energy and look for evidence of all the things that you do have and all the things that you have accomplished, even if they're small or seem insignificant, and express gratitude. It is about the laws of attraction and appreciating what you have and not focusing on what you don't have. Keep in mind, Virgo, that and under the laws of attraction, negativity attracts negativity and positive attracts positive. So the universe is listening to you. You just need to think positive and sort of rethink what you're wanting. In your energy for your future, you have the Tower. Now this is interesting. This is a major arcana card, and it's in the upright position. So I'm picking up here for many Virgos that the Tower is going to show up in your immediate future here, is because it appears that if you've been, for those who've been sort of sitting in a slump and not doing anything about it, not taking any proactive action, the universe is sort of going to give you a massive change. It's going to sort of give you an upheaval and make some points to get your attention. And this happens basically if you're not making steps in the right direction, or you're taking too long, the universe sometimes steps in and sort of shakes things up for you. In other words, this could shake you to your core in some cases. It could affect your spirituality, your mental and physical sort of energies. But the bottom line is that when the Tower card shows up, there's no escaping it. The Tower card and the universe are here to tear things up, create chaos, destroy everything in its path. But trust me, it's for your highest good. It's not a negative card. It's basically to shake you up and sort of get you out of your slump. So the Tower moment here is gonna sort of hits and throws you for a loop. In some cases, the Tower could be like a bolt of clarity and provide insight, and it will cut through all the lies and illusions and sort of BS that you might be telling yourself or that you're stuck on, and the truth is going to come to light. For some, you may feel your world is crashing down on you, but in ways you could never imagine, as you realize that you've been sort of building your life around unstable foundations. It could be because it's based on false assumptions or mistruths, illusions, blatant lies, etc. Everything that you thought to be true could be turned on its head. This Tower moment is a good thing. It's not a negative thing, but it is to shake you up, because it's basically saying, for some Virgos, again, that you're not doing anything about it, so the universe is going to step in and sort of force you to do it. It's going to challenge your core beliefs and ask you to think things in a different way. But over time, Virgo, trust the issue. Trust that you will come to see, that your original beliefs, if anything was built on false understanding, is going to change, and you're going to get a new belief system, and it's going to be representative of a reality that's going to be positive for you, and again, it's going to be representative of what's for your highest good. For many Virgos, when you experience the Tower moment, you're going to grow stronger, you're going to grow wiser, you're going to be more resilient, and you're going to develop that new perspective of life that you didn't know existed. The universe sort of causes these sort of Tower moments, to enhance your spiritual growth and enlightenment, your truth and honesty, and bring about positive changes for you. Even if you experience a little bit of pain and anxiety through the process, the bottom line is it is good for you, and you will come out better in the end. Keep in mind as well, the Tower doesn't always associate with pain and turmoil. For some Virgos, I'm picking up there that you may be already highly aware and in tune with your inner guidance system, but for those, when the Tower card shows up, for those who are already aware, it may just indicate a spiritual awakening or revelation. You may be able to sort of answer questions that you perhaps are wondering about. It may not create the major transformation as for those who weren't prepared, but change is still an option, and in its most positive form. The Tower card, for both cases, no matter which, whether you planned or you were unplanned, a Virgo, it's an opportunity to break free from old ways of thinking that have been holding you back, and it's about really letting go of things that no longer serve you. In our fourth card position, we have the Four of Swords. Universe, what is the Four of Swords doing here for challenges for Virgo? Well, the Five of Swords is going to turn up here, Virgo, for those who might have had a falling out, a disagreement, or a conflict, or you walked away with a sense of sadness, of loss, about something, and it could have been from a job or with a relationship, a friendship, a group, but somehow there was a disagreement, and I'm picking up that some Virgos, are currently or have been sort of not dealing with this, and you may be hanging on to being upset and resentful over heated words. Particularly, I'm picking up heated words that you, Virgo, said, and in many cases wish you could take back. It's sort of, it's that ugliness is sort of hanging over your head, and some of your relationships with whomever this was with has been sort of strained. I'm picking up here, Virgo, that even if the argument, you were right in the argument, and you were victor, what you're realizing right now is that you've lost a lot more than what you gained. This battle that you were in to get your point across has cost you in many ways perhaps trust, respect, and dignity, and has isolated you, or you're isolating yourself because of your behavior. So, for Virgos, in this case, you may be trying to pick up the pieces and sort of put the conflict behind you. However, it's sort of resonating there, and it's difficult for you to get past it. and perhaps in some cases you might be worried that others have lost faith in you, and you're just keeping your distance and again perhaps isolating yourself. This could be related to this Tower moment as well. Basically, time for you to make a change or get off, sort of get off the fence. And mainly is that either you have or you fear you've jeopardized relationships. The universe here, as with the Five of Swords, Virgo is basically saying pick your battles, and sometimes you may be tempted to fight every conflict to ensure that you get your way or prove you're right or defend yourself if you're feeling challenged or threatened. However, the universe here is saying that choose your battles wisely is a much better way of life than to engaging in every disagreement. Not only Virgo will it lead you to a more peaceful existence, but your interpersonal relationships are likely to come out stronger. So if you want to get over this slump that you might be in, and perhaps this Tower moment here is happening for this particular reason. It's you're cutting yourself off your own path of success is what I'm picking up here, and this is threatening your own happiness if you choose to sort of seek to win at any cost. So for those Virgos who perhaps were engaged in this conflict and it's taking its toll, which may be affected by the Tower moment here, the longer you brood and the more you try to prove you were right, the more challenging the relationships are going to become. So this Tower moment may be here for those Virgos is be ready to say that you were wrong and make amends. There's no sense in trying to justify your behavior at this point. Just let it go and move on. And the lesson here, to get you through this Tower moment is find a common ground with those that you were fighting with, and ask for forgiveness and put this behind you. This Five of Swords may also point to a sense of failure. It shows, despite your best efforts, for some, if you were trying to get something, you might have been beaten out to come out the loser. If that case, this is again a saying: allow yourself to become, don't allow yourself to become disillusioned at such a loss, because if you're stuck there as well, that Tower moment may be why this is happening, and you're just sort of stuck. So again, in either cases, the universe is saying accept a defeat and learn from it and be smarter and wiser next time. But this will definitely let you get through this Tower moment here. And finally, in our outcomes for this period, we have the Chariot. Now, this is a major arcana card. Universe, why is the Chariot here for Virgo in outcomes? Virgo, I'm picking up the energy from this is that you have willpower and determination and strength. Many Virgos, you have the willpower and the know-how to make decisions, but you need to make decisions that will be in alignment with your values and higher learning. And it's even if you know what to do, you're not doing it. And this card is basically saying, as a chariot, you have a direction. You need to get the move on. You need to get the wheels moving. When the Chariot arrives here, it's a sign of encouragement. It's encouraging you to set your objectives and sort of channel your inner power and dedication and to accomplish what it is that you want. But you need to figure out which direction you need to go. So whether you apply discipline or commitment or willpower, your goals will succeed. And if this is related again to this Tower moment of some kind of argument or fight, and you're brooding in here and not making a decision, your outcomes here are you need to move forward. You need to take one way or the left way, make a decision, and it'll get you out of this slump. It's encouraging you, Virgo, to take a focused action and stick to the course no matter what those challenges are. The universe is wanting you to trust yourself, because in some cases you may be pulled in opposite directions, but you will find your strength and conviction. Some people may try to block you, distract you, or drag you down, but the Chariot here is an invitation, Virgo, to draw upon your willpower and hone in what's essential to you, so you can push past these obstacles and get past this slump. For Virgos, some of you may be curious about whether you have what it takes to achieve an aim or some kind of important project that you might have been working on. it's understanding what the boundaries are, and the universe here is saying that, you know, if you're expressing those desires and you're laying down sort of a map or a strategy that have boundaries, you know, you will do away, and your things will proceed. But if you're going to sort of just haphazard it, you're going to run into more obstacles. The key here, Virgo, the universe is encouraging you is to have faith in yourself, and to know sort of fundamentally who you are and what you stand for. This is, you know, again, building off that personal belief system and values, you know, established. In the very literal sense, Virgo, this in your outcomes here, the Chariot is representing of travel, you know, perhaps driving or taking a small road trip. It may even be considering selling or buying a home or a property, so you can head off and do something different. So, you know, it's encouraging you to sort of, you know, take action, especially if it's related to your tower moments and your indecisions. It's sort of, you know, as they say, sort of do your business or get up the pot, and you will come out way better and much more ahead. So thank you so much, Virgo, for your time and watching this video. I appreciate it. If you would like to support my channel, the YouTube algorithms depend on your support by clicking on the big three, and that is clicking on the like the video, click on subscribe to my channel, which is very important, and click on the notification button. I would definitely appreciate your support. Feel free, Virgos, to leave a comment if you felt any part of this reading was applicable to you. And again, if it did not resonate with you, or parts of it did not resonate with you, Virgo, please let it go. It is totally okay. It just means the reading wasn't for those. So thank you again, Virgo, and I appreciate your time, and wish you luck, and we will see you in the last 2 weeks of October. So thanks again. Take care.